You know, there's one thing that connects every single person on this planet, whether we like to admit it or not. It's the simple fact that everyone makes mistakes. But to really dig into what we're talking about today, I've got a little puzzle for you. It's pretty simple. You're going to see a few images, one after another. All you have to do is figure out the word for each one, and then just grab the very first letter. Put them all together, and you'll spell out the big idea for today's explainer. You ready? Let's do this. All right, first up, we've got a monkey. That gives us our first letter, M. Easy enough, right? Let's keep it moving. Next up, O. Who doesn't love ice cream? So that's the letter I. We've got M, I, coming along nicely. And here we have a classic, salt. That gives us an S. So now we're at M-I-S. I think you might be starting to see it now. What about this one? It's a train, of course. So our next letter is T. Yep, it's definitely taking shape. An apple, that gives us the letter A. Let's see, we've got M-I-S-T-A. We're so close. Okay, this one opens things up. It's a key, which means our next letter is K. The word's practically spelling itself out now. The age-old question, the chicken or the egg? Well, for us, the egg comes next, giving us the letter E. And to finish it all off, we've got the sun. That gives us our final letter, S. So, did you get it? Did you piece it all together? And there you have it. The secret word is mistakes. Yep, that's exactly what we're diving into today. All right, so let's start with the basics. What even is a mistake? We throw that word around all the time, but what are we really talking about? Let's break it down to a really simple human level. Well, one of the simplest ways to think about it is this. A mistake is just something you wish you hadn't done. That's it. It's not about some complex technical definition of failure. It's about that feeling, right? That little pang in your gut where you just wish you could hit rewind. And honestly, we've all been there. You know that moment, just looking back and replaying a decision over and over in your head? It's such a universal human thing. Thinking about something you did, or hey, maybe something you didn't do, and just wishing things had turned out differently. So this leads to a really big question, right? If making a mistake feels bad and makes us feel regret, then shouldn't we just try to avoid them completely? I mean, is it actually better to do nothing at all than to risk messing up? Think about it. From the time we're kids, we're taught that mistakes are bad. Get the right answer on the test. Don't mess up at work. Say the right thing. But is all that fear of failure actually helping us, or is it just holding us back? And this is where things get really interesting. Check out this quote from Louis E. Boone. He basically says, look, the real tragedy in life isn't getting something wrong. It's being so scared of getting it wrong that you don't even try. It's living a life full of could've, might've, and should've. And that pain, that's way worse than just saying, whoops, my bad. And hey, this isn't just about our own little everyday choices. History is absolutely littered with gigantic blunders, moments where things went wrong on a massive scale. Let's take a look at a few of the big ones. Okay, so check this out. We've got 1867. Russia sells Alaska to the US for what turned out to be pocket change, just 1.7 cents an acre. And then, surprise, they find gold. Fast forward to 1912. A crucial iceberg warning for the Titanic doesn't get passed along, and, well, we all know how that ended. Tragic. And then in 1985, a business blunder for the ages. Coca-Cola decides to change its 100-year-old formula, and people absolutely lost their minds. I mean, these are huge mistakes with really, really big consequences. So we've looked at what a mistake is, why we're so scared of them, and even some of history's biggest foul-ups. So what? What's the point of all this? What's the big lesson we're supposed to be taking away here? And it brings us right back to this quote, because this is really the heart of it all. The lesson you learn from messing up, whether it's selling a future state for pennies or just a small personal fumble, you can only learn that lesson if you were brave enough to do something in the first place. It's the fear of making the mistake that's the real enemy. That's what paralyzes you. That's what leads to a life filled with those haunting words, could have, might have, and should have. So I'll leave you with this one final thought. If we accept that the biggest failure of all is to never even try, then the question for you is this. What will you risk failing at? What's that thing that's so important to you that you're willing to take the chance of getting it wrong just for the shot at getting it right?